Yeah, so about 30 years ago, after a session at the Oktoberfest, we decided to try and put an Australian football team together. People said we were mad, that it was crazy, that it was impossible to do. They basically poo-pooed the whole notion. But the Munich Kangaroos are nothing if not visionaries, and so we went ahead, and football swept across Germany like a raging wildfire. 3 decades later, Munich and Frankfurt are poised to take part in a commemorative game that not only celebrates 30 years of Australian football, but also their intense rivalry over the years. So congratulations to all. And the critics would just like to say, who's a dickhead now?
Dun, 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 dun. G'day. Munich Kangaroos video. Yeah, okay. Well, it's hard to believe that 30 years ago we were in discussions about having a kick at Aussie rules, and yeah. I mean, well, sorry, I'm Julian, of course. That's forgot that bit. 30 years ago we was there, and it was just having a bit of a kick and giggle in the Hirschgarten, and realising at the same time, simultaneously, in Frankfurt, a bloke had been to Australia, played for the Elsternwick Ammos, blah, blah, and German dude, loved it, passionate about Aussie rules. Simultaneously, was trying to find started Aussie rules in Frankfurt, and somehow we got in contact with each other, and blah, blah, and then that we created the Munich Kangaroos, and that was with Greg, and well, that was a number of other people obviously involved at the time that were playing, but it was well, not that many, but it was more like maybe sometimes we were happy with 6 or 7 kicking in the park, and that was about it. We had nothing, absolutely nothing, no jumpers, no nothing. But well, that was 30 years ago now. So when we look back and go, wow, it's pretty amazing times. It's pretty amazing what Munich achieved. I mean, I must admit, I'm pretty proud when you look back at the history of the club, and was thinking it's been going 30 years, the league, and of that 30 years, I think Munich have either won the grand final or come runners-up in 15 of those. So half the time, pretty much, every second year, Munich's either winning or coming runner-up. So pretty amazing achievement. Looking back, there's just too many stories to tell. Actually, some I couldn't tell anyway. But I mean, God, it goes from friggin' cop cars in Frankfurt to sitting in cop cars in Frankfurt to Jesus, you name it. I mean, some cracking Reeperbahn trips over. Obviously, Lucky Star, 50-cent shots, which was gut rot stuff, through to, oh my God, many fences falling on people, away games, don't know what I'm talking about, jumping from cupboards into beds, the old COAF, some fantastic times there. But yeah, look, I mean, when you look back 30 years, it's pretty amazing. When there was nothing in Germany back then, and now to look at how the competition's really become quite a massive, massive. I mean, it's I think there's 10 clubs now, and it's pretty healthy, and you've got the women's teams and everything going now. So it's when you look back and think, wow, we can be pretty proud of what we achieved. And I'm pretty sure there'll be some interesting videos coming around for some of the boys and some of the stories. And I think I prefer to tell some of the stories in person, but we'll keep it with that. That's because I won my fair share of co-apps. Don't worry about that. Yes, okay. I think that's pretty much covered it, and I look forward to seeing some videos, and I certainly look forward to seeing a lot of people there on the 24th to celebrate, especially with Multi, the person who organised with Frankfurt, coming down. It'll be a big day, and go Roos.
Hi all, Brett here. Just wanted to say a short message to the Munich Kangaroos and AFLG community to say congratulations on 30 years. And I've been really privileged to be part of not only the Munich Kangaroos but also the AFLG for half of those, so since 2010, and I've loved every minute of it. It's a privilege and an honour to continue to be part of such a great community. So keep up the good work, and here's to the next 20 or even 50 years.
G'day Munich Kangaroos, John here. aka Scissors, a name or nickname given to me by Jules during my time with the Roos back in 95 to 2000. 30 years, a long time ago. So to think that a bunch of guys just probably kicked the ball around, and that the love of the game, the love of Aussie rules, it just took off and grew, and so congratulations for that. Certainly all those involved, because it doesn't grow by itself. I had a lot of memories out of that time, too many to recall, but it was just a way for me to integrate into life in Germany, which wasn't easy back in those days. Certainly all the best, and I continue and grow and enjoy, have fun.
Ah, come on, Greg. Kick the bloody Jules, he's open. That's it, good bounce. Open. What? He was pushed. I can't believe it. Oh. Hi there. I was just watching the first game of the Munich Kangaroos. Can you believe we actually filmed it back then? In any case, I think we lost that game. So allow me to introduce myself. I am Chris Pettigrew, also known as Westy. I'm a former player, former committee member, and former president of the Munich Kangaroos. Basically, I had a few roles to play there. I'd like to share some of my memories with you that we had during the time I had as player, as a committee member, and as president of the Munich Kangaroos. Some of my fondest memories are of, well, our trips to Hamburg. I absolutely loved our trips to Hamburg. Now, if you'll indulge me, I'm going to hit a button and bring it up. Right, so the first things I loved about traveling with the guys was, of course, the train ride up. As you can see, it's quite crazy. You can see two familiar faces there, for those of you who know. Of course, we've got Hazard there, and we've got Jackson in the back. And of course, there was always the train ride up, which was quite good. That was always adventurous. And I still don't know the button to skip photos, but I'll keep doing it the best I can. And of course, we always had a beer or two relaxed on the way up, and everything was completely legal and fine. And of course, I myself, while the others were drinking there, were only drinking Cokes, like a good player. Occasionally, we ran out of beer because we drank the place dry, and some of the guys helped themselves to the bar. This was not always appreciated. As you can see, the staff then proceeded to kick us out. Eric's going to love me showing that one. Of course, after we finished the game, there was the mandatory nudie taxi ride to the next venue in Hamburg. And of course, we always started off at the Lucky Star. Yes, and that's Julian there. And I'm not going to tell you what happened after that. That's what happened after that. In the meantime, while the guys were being naughty, I had a relaxed 1 or 2 beers with Muzza and some guy that kidnapped us and took us back to his apartment. But that's another story, and I won't repeat that right now. As you can see, we then went to the Captain Brass, which was the place on the corner, and the guys got a bit crazy. And of course, at the Captain Brass, some people bought certain dads, i.e. his dad there, a load of beers so that this guy here could take all the credit for it. That's another story. And then afterwards, we went across the road to the nightclub where things got really interesting. More interesting, very interesting, very interesting, and of course, some people get tuckered out. So that's all I can show in terms of photos for that particular event. But what I would also like to share with you is a forgotten member of the club who has gone unacknowledged for such a long time now. Bear with me. And that, my friends, is Francis the Frog, our club mascot. He was our mascot for such a long time, and I have no idea where he is now. I think the rumour is he's in Northern Ireland, but that's just a rumour. Francis was loved by all. And he even had a brother, Jacques the Frog, who also went missing. Ironically, the guy wearing the England shirt there is the main suspect for both of them going missing, but that's another story again. But Francis was loved by all. Hazard couldn't control himself, for example. His love and admiration is clear to see there. Random people playing with Francis. Francis was completely loved by all. Francis didn't mind a beer like the rest of the footy boys. Francis was always the centre part of all the photos that were taken. And everyone took turns guarding Francis. So Francis, if you're out there, please let us know where you are and if you're safe. He really got around. Okay, so that's my video. Unfortunately, I cannot join you guys on the game day. I will be elsewhere, but I wish you all the best, and I hope we can defeat our old arch nemesis, Frankfurt, and thump them, and then I can read about the results and have an alcoholic-free beer in the location where I'm going on holiday. Thanks, guys, and good luck. Bye.
G'day, Jules, Greg, and all other distinguished guests, all the roos. Cheers. I'm Matthew Bell. Everyone just used to call me Belly. Number 9. Used to play for the Munich Kangaroos between 2007 and 2014. Behind me you see some of the highlights from my time on and off the field, and my small bit part that I contributed to this great club. 30 years, amazing history, and certainly had some amazing stories and great times, and the history of Munich would be a lot less colourful without you all. My career, 2007 to 2015, 14, playing 40 games and 35 goals with 12 votes according to the footy record. It's €100 per vote. It was some of the best value money I've ever spent. Anyway, that was really great time on the field, also off the field. Fantastic. Really enjoyed my time with the Roos. Great challenges, and with some of the stories, maybe some of the best left told to people closer to the action and in a smaller circle, but one small story that maybe is not quite well known is how I joined the Roos, and I arrived in 2006. When I was starting in Munich, I knew about the Roos, but I didn't have the courage to go down and show what I could or couldn't do on the field as a former basketballer. So anyway, I spent my first few months settling into Munich, and then anyway coming home on the train one day from work in my after work mentality, beautiful day. I was just sort of in my own zone, and something started penetrating in the background. It was this voice, and it was just droning on and on. There might have been a few swear words in there as well, I don't know. Anyway, he seemed to be pretty upset that he caught the wrong train and didn't get the train direction passing. So anyway, I thought, well, so I knew this accent. It was like, something was bothering me. Yeah, it's an Aussie accent. Maybe I'll help this poor tourist. So getting out at Mozark, stop on the stairs and look around, and here's this guy that I wanted to help. And he just grabs me around the arms and, telling me when he hears my accent too, and started getting into such a very close conversation. And of course, who was that? None other than the one and only Julian Can. So that's it. That was the end of my quiet times in Munich, and the start of another great chapter, a great career that I never thought I had in me. So I want to say thank you to Jules, the Brewers. Had a great time, and I hope it all continues. 30 years. Let's see how the jumpers fit after that in another 30 years' time. I hope you have a great time.
keep fit and keep up the good work. Sorry I couldn't be there with you this evening. All the best.
Hey, Steve here, proud member of the Munich Kangaroos from 2004 to about 2014, on and off in those later years when I got older and started slowing down. I was a proud member of the 2006 Premiership team and still have my piece of the precious before it was destroyed by, we know who it was destroyed by. So I have to say my time with the Roos was some of the best years that we had living in Munich. And yeah, it's a camaraderie that I miss very much. But congratulations to the Roos and to the AFLG for 30 years and all the best. Thanks.
Hey, Matty Boy here. Greetings from countryside Bavaria. Yeah, what do the Roos mean to me? I played for the Roos from 2012 to 2024, 12 years. I've captained the club a couple of years. It was an extremely special time. I love the club. I love what I've learned about the game, about myself, about mateship, about celebrating victories and also experiencing losses. And it's been a hell of a ride and I've loved every single second and I would have loved to have even more. And yeah, the Roos will always have a very special place in my heart and will never forget. And I hope that everybody can experience such a time with such a great club at some point in time because it makes a difference in life. Happy birthday to the Roos. Looking forward to the next 30 years and yeah, love you boys and girls. See you.
Hey Roos, congratulations on 30 years of football excellence in Germany. To see that the club is still around after 30 years is, well, it's not surprising considering the people who get behind the club. Originally from the start, Greg, Jules, Ryan Exton and everyone else in between. There's a lot of people still there from when I was there and they're still good buddies now and that's what that club means to me. A lot of good friendships and a lot of good memories. Lots of good stories too, but I'll leave that to private discussions. Party well, enjoy the celebrations and hopefully see you in the next year. Cheers.
G'day guys, Luke here. Played for the Kangaroos from 2011 onwards, a number of years after that. Managed to snap with these two bad boys here and also get the accolade for the worst speech of all time. Yeah, the Kangaroos have meant a lot to me. They're like a second family. All the times have been good. Highlights, the boat race, because it doesn't matter if you win, lose or draw the game, we would always take home the boat race. Yeah, I'm very grateful to have met all the Kangaroo guys, past and present, and yeah, thankful that Jules and Greg and a few other boys, you know, got this club up and running, and it's still running today. So they should both be really proud of themselves, and yeah, even the current guys should be real proud of the club, keeping it moving forward. And looking forward to catching up for a few drinks with you guys in the next couple of weeks. All the best, guys. Ciao.
I'm Lockie, and I've been a member of the Munich Kangaroos since 2018. Joining the Munich Kangaroos gave me an immediate community of lifetime friends. One of my favourite memories was my first away game in Berlin, outside the old Olympic Stadium. In this photo, I had just kicked my first goal and we were celebrating. It was also my birthday that day, and I think we managed to sleep about 30 minutes before the train left the next morning. Fun fact, Duncan on the right was also responsible for my first dislocated shoulder during a practice game. He said I could get him back, and I told him I'd do it when he least suspects it, so look out, Duncan.
G'day everyone, my name is Ben. I used to play for the Roos between 2017 and 2021. Also served on the committee during that time. My favourite part about the Roos, post-training beer garden sessions at Hirschi, the away trips, always great fun to go to cities like Cologne, and then just the long-lasting friendships you make along the way. Enjoy the anniversary game. I'm sure it's going to be a cracker of a day. And up the Roos.
Good evening. 30 years of footy in Germany. I've only been a part of it a short time, but it was a great time. Started in 2009 under Dave Mudge. Lots of fun, lots of hard trainings. Didn't know if I make the team every day. Great times. I worked hard, trained hard, made myself available for every training, every game, and paid off. I became the captain of the Munich Kangaroos. Great achievement for myself. Then we got Julian Kahn as a coach. In between, I think there was Greg Langley for a short time. Great training. The competition grew stronger. When I started, we had 6 teams in 2 divisions. Munich and Rhineland fielding 2 teams, 16, 18 aside. That's crazy if we see games these days, but different times. We've seen the league grow. We've seen the women's football coming into scope as well. It's great times. Every time I come down to training, which I don't do that often anymore, it's the same feeling as it always has been. It's a great team in Munich. It's a great family, a big football family. I really enjoy it. Every time I come down there for a brief Bayern League game or something, it's like I've never been away. It's great. I love it. So, looking forward to another 30 years of footy in Germany. Hopefully my twin boys will play for the Munich Kangaroos at some point, maybe even for the Sandling Blues if they ever make a reappearance. Looking forward to that. Hope to see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I have been playing for the Munich Kangaroos since 2016 up until now, so this is my 10th season. And I also coached the Roos in 2021 and 2022 for a couple of years. The Roos mean quite a lot for me. They gave me a real sense of community and a real Australian community here in Munich shortly after arriving, and really helped me settle in. I think my favourite memory from the Roos was either winning the semi-final in 2016. Unfortunately, I missed the grand final, which is a bit of a shame, which we won. Or a couple of years later, going up to Berlin and beating them on their home turf after they pumped us in the grand final the year before. A few good ones and hopefully a few more memories to come. Go Roos.
Hey, hier ist Markus Preis, besser bekannt als Gus. Ich habe 2014 angefangen, Australian Football zu spielen bei den Munich Kangaroos und dann auch bei der Nationalmannschaft. Nach 3 bis 4 Jahren musste ich leider verletzungsbedingt aufhören, aber so ist es. Australian Football, glaube ich, einer der besten Sportarten, die es gibt. Nices Teamgefühl und ja, ich wünsche es jedem, gespielt zu haben. Bester Moment, Deutscher Meister 2016, war phänomenal. Auch das Gefühl sollte jeder mal haben.
All right. Hi. If I had to describe the Roos with one word, it would obviously be community. It's a great club doing a sport that no one has ever heard about in Germany, yet we're still doing it and loving it and have been doing it for the past 30 years, which is amazing. We should probably have a cooperation with Bumblebee BFF just because of all the recruiting we have been doing over the last couple of years, and therefore creating a really strong women's team and obviously adding really strong players to the men's team. Thank you, Roos, for introducing me to a sport that I didn't really consider a sport before, but now really love, and also introducing me to people that have become friends and most likely will be friends for life. Can't wait to see what's in store for the next 30 years.
My favourite thing about the Roos is my best friend in the whole wide world, Brett Town Killian.
Hi, my name is Brett Killian. I've been playing Australian football at the Munich Kangaroos for about 2.5 years now. Since early 23, I first started playing and been there ever since. The club means quite a lot to me just because it's probably the main reason I stayed in Germany as long as I have. I came on in the springtime after a wonderful Munich winter and met a lot of good people that first year and made some good friendships since then. There's a guy that happens to be around the club sometime. I think his name is Jasper something or other, Sefrin something. I'm not sure. He's the guy that's around sometimes. He's fine. One of my favorite memories would probably have to be watching Diane Mirazai inchworm her way across a luggage rack on an ICE train and pretended like no one could see her when it was clearly obvious that she was spilling beer down the luggage rack and telling everybody that you can't see her. For the games, probably my personal favorite memory had to be at this most recent game in Cologne where I had 5 goals after finally complaining to Woodsy enough to put me at forward after playing defense for 2 years. And I think I hope I earned his trust by doing that, made some good marks. Otherwise, it's been a great couple years of my life, and again, the main reason why I've stayed in Germany and Munich and as long as I have. So, love the Roos, love the club, love everybody in it, and thank you guys for having me.
I love the Roos because joining this club has made a German city on the other side of the world feel like home.
Hi, my name's Moritz Remuda. I've been at the club since 2019, so we're in my 6th year now. What the club means to me, first of all, I love the sport, I love the game of football, and having the opportunity to play this in our hometown is great, but beyond that, the amount of wonderful people I've met from all around the world, the amount of friendships that have been created solely through the fact that we love, or at least like, kicking a stupid ball around, or not even like that, but just like being around people who kick a stupid ball around. That has been a massive part of my life, and hopefully will be a massive part of my life going forward. The greatest memory is twofold, maybe threefold, in terms of playing, being part of the semi-final against Hamburg in 2023, even if it was on the sidelines, holding my teammates back from getting back on the ground because they were so eager to run out there, was a wonderful memory, best game, or best feeling after a game I've had. And from a coaching standpoint, beating Berlin in 2023 actually, beating Berlin in 2023 as well was amazing and the most exhilarated I've ever felt, being able to beat the ladder leaders with a new team, and still proud of that team and proud of the girls that play there to this day. And then there's nothing I look forward to more in a season than the Heidelberg away trip, because the Heidelberg home train, the 4 hours after a good game, is where legends are made, and I've never seen so many men on a train without their clothes on, so that's pretty great.